which is to say that I can use whatever order of sentence words that I wish. I'm a linguistical. I can make up language. It is how I be. So there. Yeah. Good day to you all. I'm David Anthony, the Foxy Bard.
I'm Twig.
And
I'm a disembodied voice today.
And well, you're going to be embodied in just a moment.
No.
So Kathy tried one of the fish dishes.
Ooh.
So, and it was good.
It
I'm always glad that when people cook the stuff we've cooked, I feel like I've made a difference in the world.
Yay!
Or something, you know, just a sort of.
Blah.
That's all right. Good, gentlemen. Mark is here, as is Gabriel de Leon, and I can bring the comment bigger so I can see him from way back there. Apparently, they've got snow still in Canada.
Wow, I mean, I guess it's Canada, but you know, it's very hot here.
It is. It is hot. It is, and it's only going to get hotter.
It's going to get
and then
hotter.
Apparently by Sunday it's going to be in the 90s.
It's going to be up in the 90s. But then again, New York City really does become an oven pretty quickly.
It does. It does. And part of it is because we are a concrete canyon with not enough trees. So yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in today.
Not sweet weasels, sweat weasels. We're going to put the air conditioner in eventually. Soon.
We should probably do that soon.
We should probably do
I think
that
by
very,
next
very
episode
soon.
we should probably have it in.
Indeed we shall. Brittany is here. It's good to see people here. I like it when people are here. It makes me feel like there's a point to what I'm doing. Feel free to like and subscribe for more content. So,
you haven't already?
before we do anything else,
get
this week has been a hectic week for reasons. For those of you who are Scadians, which I'm sure most of you are, there's the Bardic War that is going on right now.
Some of you may have caught our concert.
Indeed.
When it premiered yesterday.
There are still more things going on.
But I think even if you didn't, I think you can still view.
Oh yes, you can. It's on the
Bardic War
it's on Facebook. It's on the Bardic War Facebook page. Look them up. I believe I put something in the down there. I think I may have forgotten to this time.
Well, you can look up Bardic War and
look up Bardic War. There's only one website, and look up the first Bardic War on Facebook. That is what their Facebook page is. This happens. It's all right. It's all right. You'll be fine. Today's mystery brew is Sunny Ridge. We decided to go with Jack's Abbey again, since last week Jack's Abbey went rather well with the Smoke and Dagger.
The Smoke and Dagger, yes, is the one that we had last week, and that went well with what did we even cook? We did the kebabs. We did the
abyssal kebabs, and the Smoke and Dagger went very, very well with the abyssal kebabs.
It did.
And we got this Sunny Ridge because I felt that it would go well with today's recipes, which are we will be making fish.
We'll be making the
dragon salmon.
Dragon salmon, which is Elven.
We are still working on the on Heroes Feast. Although for those of you who are patrons, later tonight, go onto the Patreon page. There will be a poll on what our next cookbook will be. It's high time we got to a new cookbook.
Time for us to move on.
Time for us to go to a new cookbook. There's still plenty of recipes in here. What?
When did we get this one?
What?
How long have we had this one?
2 months, maybe?
It has been about 2 months.
But then again, there were 2 weeks of Passover in the middle of that.
That's true, where we didn't use it. But yes, we've had it for a while. We've done a lot of recipes out of it. But there's more to go. But it's time for us to move on, I think.
Indeed. Indeed, it is time. I see that Math Movie Magic has gotten here. Hello, pleasure to see you. And Enkeli19. I'm not sure if I've seen Enkeli19. I think I've seen them here a few times. And I also can't see their avatar, which means that I'm not really 100% sure who they are, if I know them or not. If I know you, hi. If I don't know you, hi. I don't know. All right, Sunny Ridge. Let's give this beer a try and see how it will pair with today's food. Oh, that is delightful.
I think that should pair nicely.
That should pair very well, I think.
It's very light.
It's very light, very fruity.
Yes.
Kind of got a honey taste to it as well.
It does. It's very sweet. It's a sweet Pilsner. So.
It's very sweet, and I like it a lot. I'm liking this brand.
Yeah,
Jack's Abbey.
They've got good stuff.
We've only tried 2 of their beers, but The Smoking Dagger was just a glorious
They've got other
dark
ones, too.
beer.
We were
They've got a few
torn
others.
between this one and getting another one.
I think it was orange something or other.
Orange something.
I don't know. But yeah, Jack's Abbey. We may not cover them next week because we might want to try something else just for the sake of it. But yeah, try some of their stuff. All right, let's move on to what we're actually cooking today. So we're going to start with the dragon salmon, and then we are going to move on to a hobbit salad. Holyrood. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
It's got the double L.
We'll address that later. So for now, let's start with the dragon salmon. So the way the dragon salmon is going to work is actually fairly simple. First, we're going to cook the salmon. The cooking of the salmon is actually very, very simple. Incredibly simple. Painfully simple. But then we're going to make a sauce. And the sauce is a little bit more complicated. Still fairly simple, but a little bit more involved. Watching, not cooking, while practicing the drums.
Ooh.
I like.
Very good.
I like, and sake with ramen is always very.
That's a classic.
That is a classic.
I miss ramen.
That is indeed.
No ramen anyway.
Anyway, so let us get started on this here salmon. And you know what I realized that I need that I forgot about?
What do you need?
Some sort of pan to better season this. Because so we're going to cook the salmon. Before I cook the salmon, we're going to give it a little bit of light seasoning. Very light seasoning. We're going to be using just very simple salt.
Salt. Oh, that's a lot of salt.
That is that we're going to be using a lot of salt. We're using it over the course of the day. We're going to be using a fair amount of salt and pepper. So we've got our 2 pieces of fish. We need 4, by the way.
4 what?
Pieces of fish.
Oh, well, we only
and this is
have
a very, very easy way to solve our problem, of course.
Wow!
Now we have 4 pieces of fish.
Tells ya.
Magic. It is magic. It is grand. All right. So go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to you. Actually, go ahead and put it there. Is that's enough for one of these?
For one?
For one. Just for one.
That's actually probably a little bit more than enough.
So go ahead and move some of it to the side of it. Put in some of the pepper. Put the pepper in there. All right.
Yeah, shake it up. Shake it up.
Very good. Very good. I'm going to go ahead and preheat this to 200 degrees while we're working on this. I'm also going to preheat our pan over here, get all of that set up. And while that pan is heating up, I'm also going to put into it some olive oil. You can use any kind of olive oil, or any kind of vegetable oil, Any sort of vegetable oil. We tend to go with olive oil, because that's just how we roll. That sounds enough to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Use your heart.
Use your heart.
Just like there are measurements in here as to how much oil you're supposed to use. But
how much olive oil does it actually say?
I don't know. 2 tablespoons. That seems like 2 tablespoons.
Like realistically,
maybe,
just
more or less.
Just put it enough to coat the thing.
Enough to coat the thing.
All right. Shall I put this in here?
If that's as much salt and pepper as you think it needs, then
flesh down.
Get it in there. Kind of rub it around. Turn it around the sides a little bit, get some of it on the sides. And I'm gonna lower the heat just a little bit because I don't want to get a flash burn or anything.
You want it to, yeah, that's good. That's some good shit right there.
That is some very good shite right there. You really should call it shite. It's in character.
It is a character. Well, I don't know.
You need to develop a
what is my character anyway?
I don't know.
I'm bad at accents. I'm also really bad at consistently doing accents. So.
Fair enough.
I think that's good. You want me to put
All right,
it
put it in there, face down.
Face down.
Flesh down. Yes, yep, that way,
okay.
that way.
All right.
That way. Put it in there, and then put some more salt in.
Let me wipe off my fish hands.
I'm fine with that. I can live with that. Get some salt in there.
Salt.
Get some pepper in there.
Pepper.
That seem like enough to you? A little more.
That's good.
That's about. Yeah, why not? All right, get that in there. Get it all good and rub it in. Rub it in on all of the surfaces.
Ooh, dill sauce is also really good on salmon. We will not be using that today.
We will not be using dill today for this. We'll be doing a wine sauce with thyme in it. So put that there. Very good. Let's get some more salt in there. We got 2 more slices to go. Very good. Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Very basic to start with.
Very basic.
Very basic bitch.
Very basic. Very good. All right. Very well.
Make sure you're like rub it like on the.
Oh, I am rubbing. Trust me, I know how to. I know how to. I knew how to rub meat before I started becoming a cook.
I know.
Right, more salt and pepper. A little more salt and pepper.
That's too much salt.
That's a little too much.
No.
It's all right. Just move it to the. Here. Just toss it in the sink.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of it, but as much as you think. There. Oh, that's it. You're good.
Yeah,
that's enough. Very good. Right.
A little bit less.
A little more. A little less. Right. A little less. Right. Very.
I just don't want it to be overly salty.
Fair enough. That is fine. Very good. All right. All right. There.
I'm just adjusting.
I am not judging at all or complaining.
Are you sure?
I am just observing
Are you sure?
and commenting.
This is also the you got the kosher salt on this.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I generally speaking, I tend to use kosher salt, but I have still not gotten a chance to. There's a million things happening at once. It is hard to have.
We downloaded it, but
we downloaded it. We still need
to actually watch it quite yet. But we'll get
Side note,
feedback as soon as
I am pretty sure the name of the song in question is "Alcohol Is Free," so I assume that we're talking about the same video. Anyway, here's hoping. Oh, I see that N Kelly, what that person there is growing time. We are also growing time.
We are also growing time, indeed.
That is indeed how we are bringing this recipe to you today, with the time that we have grown, because they have time to grow time. Isn't that great?
It's like the Ren Fair pun.
What?
The time, but like the plant, like time away, time again.
A time and place.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah. It's just the. All right. This is not quite hot enough to burn me yet, but it will get that way eventually, which is why I'd like you to hand me that.
The Elven mitt.
The Elven mitt. Go ahead and set that to the side. Go ahead and set off. I don't think we're going to need it again. We just needed it as a place to put the dish. What?
Are we going to need it for the other thing we're making?
Probably not.
All right, we have this one.
We got this thing. All right, so we're going to need some shallots for this. So I'm going to go ahead and take these shallots and start to chop them up in anticipation of the sauce, because the sauce will require shallots. So let's go ahead and slice it down the middle like that. Very good. Now that it is sliced down the middle, we put it on the flat side and slice it lengthwise. Very good. And widthwise. Very good. Very good. Very good. And now we do it again with this one. And we do the same thing. Good chances are, if you enjoy these shows, then you may feel free to show your support by liking and subscribing for more content.
Like and subscribe.
If you would like to show your support for our madness in general, then feel free to check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
All of the likes are the things that give us a sense of accomplishment and self-worth, because that is why we are in this sort of business. We judge our self-worth by the number of likes we get. It is not healthy, but we do it anyway, because it's either that or do things that are unproductive stupid. We prefer to do things that are semi-productive stupid, in the hopes that you will give us likes. Feel free to go to our Instagram, where I post pictures of places that we go. Oh, the places that we go. What's the most recent place we went?
What is the most recent place that we've gone? I believe it was. That you posted about, or that we've gone?
That we've gone.
Let me see. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. We haven't really gone.
Well, because Bardicore was this week, so we've been very busy.
We have been very busy. Well,
I believe it's time to flip these boys.
A cute little place near, was it like Bedford, New York?
I think that'll need a little bit more time. Actually, I'm going to put that back.
What was the name of that place?
Which place? Describe it.
It was that little town that we went to with the deli.
Oh, yes.
And then there was a park nearby. What was that?
I don't remember the park. I remember the town. The town is Bedford.
It was Bedford.
The town was
it was
Bedford.
some park near Bedford.
There was a cute little deli. And we went to a cute little park near Bedford. But we didn't go very deep into it.
No, we didn't.
Did we take pictures? I took pictures.
Yeah, we just went around the lake and back. So...
We should do a dessert episode. Just an all dessert episode.
Yeah, that's a little bit partially my fault that we haven't done that yet. I actually dislike most desserts.
Just because it's Finnish doesn't mean I can't pronounce it. I do a whole song in Finnish.
But we can do. There's a lot of good desserts in this book if we want to do. Or we could like.
I have no idea if I'm pronouncing the Finnish right, by the way, in that song. I'm just assuming.
We could cross it. Yes, we could cross it. Your Finnish is wonderful, David.
How would you know?
I don't know. It seems like you're looking for validation.
Maybe sometimes I am. I appreciate your validation.
You're welcome. I don't even remember what I was talking about because I had to give you validation.
Bedford.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
Pictures?
The desert. The dessert only
Dessert only episode.
I was saying that we could cross-reference the cookbooks for desserts.
We could do that.
Except I would hate that episode. But I would do it for the audience.
Do you love the audience that much?
I do love the audience that much.
That you will do a dessert only episode?
I will do that.
Even though that is totally not your thing?
No. I mean, yes, I'll do it. I'll do it for them. And probably not eat any of it afterward. But
That's alright. I'll be eating dessert for weeks.
He'll eat it.
I will. Good chances are we have a confession to make.
Confess those.
I thank you both very much. And that confession is that Twig is not a dessert person.
No, I don't.
It is a sad thing.
I don't like sugar very much, so I don't like most.
Scoot over for just a moment. I'm going to see if I can do a little something here because I'm noticing that little.
Yeah, it's been there for a while. Are we plugged in or?
We are. Yes, we are plugged in. Everything's fine. I don't know why. There's a little notification telling us that our internet is naughty. But I'm seeing comments that are related to what we've been saying. So presumably everything's fine.
Presumably we're fine, I guess.
Now my question is Enkeli in Finland or Finnish but not in Finland? Somewhere else. Yeah. Are you watching us from Finland? Do we have fans in Finland? That would be weird. Not weird bad. Weird good. Weird good. But I don't know. I suppose if I were to go to 10-year-old me and said one day you're going to have a cooking show out of your tiny kitchen in New York, and you're going to be living in New York in a tiny apartment for some reason, and people from Finland are going to watch you cook. I don't think I would believe me.
You're in Connecticut right now.
They are in Connecticut right now. Oh, husband is Navy. Very, very, very well. Clifton, I do agree that not everybody is a dessert person.
Although I feel like we have been doing a lot of we've been doing a lot of savory stuff.
We have been doing a lot of savory stuff lately.
Mostly because I don't like sweet stuff. But yeah,
I mean, last week we did kebabs.
Yes.
What did we do before the kebabs?
The eggs, I think.
Eggs, you're right. We did eggs.
We also did the strawberry thing.
We did the strawberry thing. That was sweet. Did you like the strawberry thing?
I did like that, actually. Strawberries are my favorites. So.
Right, we should make... I noticed you got a whole big thing of strawberries.
Yeah.
Was that a subtle hint?
That I like
that I should do the strawberry thing again? Just for funsies?
Yes.
Give this a rinse out, by the way.
I also keep buying mushrooms in hopes that you'll maybe make the Hobbit mushroom bread again.
I'll make the Hobbit mushroom bread again. That was a long time ago. We should do that.
That was a long time ago, and I've been wanting it ever since.
But we keep doing new things.
We keep doing new things instead.
It'd be true. All right, this is getting very close to being done. I'm going to give this another flip. The recipe, by the way, instructs you to do just one side once and then the other side again. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it on the skin side. Screw that.
You probably don't.
It's probably wiser to leave it on the skin side. I will follow the recipe's guidelines. I'm just noticing that sides aren't cooking as well as I would like.
That's okay, though.
That's all right?
Because salmon is kind of one of those things where you don't need to cook it all the way through.
Oh, very well, very well. Then I think we'll give that like 2 more minutes and say that.
I mean, I eat raw salmon like in sushi all the time.
Very well.
I'm assuming that you can You can and other fish. You can do that too. So.
All right, so you know
leave a little raw on the inside.
We're gonna leave it a little raw on the inside. Why not have raw? Why not have rare fish? Rare fish can be a good thing. No baked cookies with M&Ms and other colorful Xmas candy decorated on top. Santa's reindeer droppings. We're gonna have to recreate that at some point, just for funsies. Maybe on the show.
I do like
we'll see
cookie
what happens.
dough. Cookie dough is like my other thing that's sweet that I really like.
Clifton's going to his first Renaissance fair.
Ew, which one is
Well, first of all,
it?
which one? Yeah, there are a few at the beginning
Is
of
it
June.
in the Northeast?
Yes, probably. I mean, there's not very many.
There's not very many. There's also a good chance that you probably won't see us there.
Probably not.
We aren't getting very much in June.
No.
But
We're staying cooped up until July.
yes.
Yes,
But
July is when we are doing our first
July
live
is
show,
really
which will be in Connecticut
yes. And
for
then,
what would have been the Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair.
But then you can catch us.
Farmington, Missouri.
Oh,
That's not where you can
wow.
catch us. That's where Clifton is.
That's where, we won't be there, but I do hope that you have a good time there.
Indeed. I am. It's always fun to see people go to their first one.
Indeed.
The first fair that you go to. It's like going to your first SCA event or your first LARP.
By the way, for those of you who are in Connecticut.
Oh, and apparently it's their first one as well. It's not only his first fair. It's the fair's first fair.
That's also exciting.
That's also exciting. I have been to a few fairs' first fairs.
You've been to a lot, actually.
Yes, I was at the first Philadelphia
You
fair.
were also there for the first Massachusetts.
I was there for the first
and
Massachusetts
you and
fair.
I were there for the first Rhode Island one.
The only Rhode Island one so far.
I think they might be trying to have it again. But
They're trying? I really hope they
I think
do.
they're not trying for Philadelphia.
Well, they're not? Oh, that's a shame.
Not this year, anyway.
Fair enough. Well, obviously not this year.
I don't know if they will next year, but I think they might be trying for Rhode Island again. We'll see what happens.
But I do remember first year of Philadelphia Fair, they were putting up the front gate as people were lining up at the front gate. That was not there.
Oh my gosh!
And at some point, I think it was either Gil or Patrick came back and grabbed his like Foxy, go out there, do a thing. Like what? It's like the front gate isn't up yet. They can't line up at the front gate if there's no front gate. So you've got to go in front of where the front gate is going to be and just do something. Yeah, off we go.
Wonderful.
That is the Red Fair way. No rehearsal,
Yeah. Well,
no
Philadelphia
preparation.
Fair,
Just off you go.
I actually really enjoyed working at that fair, but it was kind of notorious for having a lot of technical problems.
I want you to take a look at this fish for me and tell me what you think. Do you think it needs a little bit more time?
All of them, or just
Or just generally, what do you think?
maybe get like the outsides.
Yeah, I know.
The outsides.
Just trying to figure out how. You know, I'm gonna.
I think it's probably not the biggest deal though if they aren't like.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I'm gonna turn it around so that way the oil can get to the other side because we have a slanted stove. And I'm gonna turn the heat down just a tad. There we go. That
Vanilla
should be
ice
fine.
cream with orange juice and chocolate flavored vodka. Call it a Sunday driver. I kind of want to try that actually. That sounds like it. It sounds like the citrus would curdle the ice cream, wouldn't it? But I guess maybe
Not necessarily. I mean, also he might mean that the ice cream is over here, and the orange juice and the chocolate vodka is over here. But I think he means they're all together.
I think that
In like milkshake form or in a bowl.
Yeah, like how does that work?
I want to know how this
I mean, don't
works.
get me wrong.
I feel like chocolate. I feel like
I'm
we should get
intrigued.
chocolate vodka as
I
a
would
mystery
definitely-
booze sometime.
Yeah, we should.
Sometime.
Yeah, we should. We don't get a whole lot of flavored vodka.
We don't get a lot of vodkas. No, vodka is.
Vodka,
I have to be in a particular kind of mood.
Well, I don't like doing straight vodka.
Mm-hmm.
So unless it's like flavored, I probably am not gonna like go for it.
All right, I think it's about time.
I think those are done. I think
it's about done. So now what we do is, what is the time? We're gonna remove these. There went the skin. That's all right. I don't eat the skin anyway. So let's put these in here.
You can eat the skin.
You can.
It's edible.
I just don't like to.
I think it's fine. It's never bothered me.
Fair enough. Put it in
But I'm not
there.
gonna complain if it's not on there.
It's all right.
Salmon
Put that there.
fillets.
Salmon fillets. Lots of salmon fillets.
Salmon
Very good.
fillets.
Very good.
Ooh,
Put that in there. And just going to set that there for a second whilst we grab the tin foil. And we're just going to put that on top of there so it doesn't dry out on us whilst we make the sauce.
So how do we go about making the sauce?
Get to that in just a second. Put that over the top and move that forward. As you recall, we preheated our oven to about 200 degrees. So let's set that in there. And that's just warm enough to keep it hot. And now, let us move on to the sauce. First thing I'm going to do is scrape out the skin that's in here. Because I actually would like to keep using this oil because it's got all the fish juice in it.
Yeah.
And I would
get
like...
rid of that skin.
I just want to get rid of the detritus.
The detritus?
I'll
I'll never let go, Foxy.
I can rely on you to do that. That's all right. Here. Scrape that off to the side. And pass me a little bit more. No. Actually, I don't need a little bit more olive oil. This should be enough olive oil for now. All righty then. In fact, actually, no, I do not want the olive oil. I want, if you will, reach under that first shelf, the fifth shelf. You will notice
Butter?
a butter.
Would you like this butter?
I would like the butter. Here,
Right.
let me just... Yeah, there you are.
So you didn't... Do you want the olive oil or not?
Huh? No. I would like the butter. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take about 2 tablespoons of butter. And I guess put 2 tablespoons of butter in there with the olive oil and the fish juice. And just get it all melted up. And this is for the sauce. There's still a few little bits of fish in there. Whatever. It's going to go on the fish anyway. So let there be some bits of fish in there. As long as they're not big chunks of skin in there. Unless you like the big chunks of... I don't like big chunks of skin.
You don't like skin.
So apparently citrus curdles milk. Citrus curdles milk, but not ice cream. Something to do with how ice cream works. I have no idea the science behind it. I'm a historian.
Well, we're also whiskey drinkers. That's the other reason that we don't have vodka very much on this show.
I can understand why you might go pescatarian while your husband's on a submarine. Out of solidarity.
Well,
I don't know. I'm
mean,
assuming that he's going to be eating a lot of
pescatarian,
fish while he's on a submarine.
A pescatarian diet's not bad. I actually...
I've been pescatarian before.
Yes. It's actually pretty...
All right, so we've got our butter. Now we are going to add some stuff to our butter. So we're going to add our shallots.
Add the
Remember the shallots that we just
How many were in there?
chopped up? Well, the recipe calls for 1, but we had 2 tiny shallots, so I used 2 tiny shallots and called it 1 shallot.
That sounds legit.
That I think it's legit. Let's put those shallots in there, and we're going to put a few other things in
Such as?
in here. Well, we're going to put some thyme in there. So go ahead and reach under the first shelf right there. There should be some thyme.
Is this the time?
Here we go.
This is fresh
Yep.
time from our
That
garden.
is fresh thyme from our garden. We have a garden on our window.
And we managed to get away with
Because
it.
we're in New York.
Hey, we've gone a long way. I believe when we first started doing this cooking show, people were like, "Grow your own herbs."
Yeah.
And we're like, we can't. We live in New York.
Yeah, but we managed.
But we
got
managed.
we got a couple of little wooden boxes and put them right next to the window, and we've managed to grow our own herbs somehow. So let's put that thyme in there. That's about a teaspoon of thyme. Although I have a confession to make. Close to 2 teaspoons.
That's fine. Thyme is.
I decided to go.
delicious.
I decided to go heavy on it. Why not? Just make sure that your spatula does not jump out of your hand, because sometimes they have a mind of their own. All right, we're gonna put a couple more things in here. How about some salt? Yeah, salt. Why not?
More salt.
Yeah, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I want you to go ahead and use your heart, and put in what you think is a 1/4 teaspoon. Go ahead, just put that in there. Very good. Very nice.
Sprinkle it. Pretend that you're a professional chef as you sprinkle in the salt.
Oh, indeedy. Very, very, very yes. Very yes.
That should be good enough.
That should be fine. That is just grand. That is just grand. Now, if I recall correctly, remember that round tray that we got?
The round
The round metal tray.
Yes, that one.
I don't think we've used that yet, have we?
We have not.
I think I want to use that to display this. What do you think? Or
Are
should
you
we use
okay
the
with
use the glass one?
Are you okay? What is the deal with metal? Is it fine?
Well, I
after
can
that?
switch it back,
You can.
but I
In
mean,
case I say, like, sure, why not?
yeah, why not?
If it's not, like, gonna be a problem.
It's not going to be a problem. It's not like wood. Wood can't be. Well, once wood is sullied, it can never be fixed.
I see.
I shouldn't say never. You can sand it down actually, but
yeah, I say.
but yeah, metal like
you have to boil it.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
We're talking complicated juice stuff. It's fine. So, oh, your husband doesn't like fish. You see, I was thinking because my father lived on a houseboat for a number of
I think
years,
there's a difference between.
and ate almost nothing but fish because he just did jobs for the fishermen on the docks.
I mean, that's a houseboat.
and they often paid him in trade.
That's a houseboat versus a submarine, though, where I feel like on the submarine you're gonna probably be eating mostly preserved foods. It's not like you're gonna go fishing.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with drowning yourself in tomatoes. I assume you're talking about your garden.
Yes.
Yes.
I probably.
Trust me, if we had the land, we'd be growing
I would
tomatoes.
be growing tomatoes all the time. Garden tomatoes just taste so much better than store-bought.
Indeed, they do. All right, I think that this is the shallots are softened up a bit because you just need to leave them there for like a minute or two. Just a minute or two should be enough to soften up your shallots. And yeah, let's add the next thing to this, which
is?
I believe is the wine, but I'm going to double check. Yeah, wine. Let's get the wine.
Vinum.
The vinum. We decided to use our Rosso Toscano Bartenura, which is sort of our go-to red wine when it comes to cooking because it's not the best wine in the world.
And
but
it's very cheap. It's like
cheap.
a $6
It's like a $6 bottle of wine, and which is great. How much was this? 3/4 of a cup?
It's 2/3 of a cup.
2/3 of a cup.
And if you want to be technical, you don't want to get that particular one. The recipe calls for a fruity, medium-bodied red wine, such as a Pinot Noir, Côte de Rhône, or Zinfandel. I don't know if I pronounced that second one correctly, but that's what you can use.
Where'd the cap go? I had a cork. No, it's right there.
Yeah.
All right, here. All right, so just put that into the sink for a moment, and just let it sit there. And one other thing, chicken broth.
Chicken broth. Now we're using fake chicken broth.
We are using fake chicken broth because the complicated pickiness of me ancient Hebrew ancestors has dictated that I not mix milk and meat. And so this has butter.
This does have butter.
This has butter.
We used real butter.
Which means
that
so we're going to use fake chicken broth.
We could theoretically do it the other way, use fake butter and real chicken broth.
Yeah, you can do it either way.
We
decided to go this way. Decided to do it this way. So go ahead and set that to the side. And mix that around a bit. And we're just going to let that kind of simmer and let that kind of stew for a while until it kind of thickens up a little bit. Now, let me see if there's anything else I need to add to this. I'm pretty sure that is it. And we can add more butter, salt, and pepper if we want, but I don't think that would be necessary. So yeah, just let that sit until it thickens up a bit. So while we're waiting for that to thicken up, I say we start working on our salad.
I say that's a good idea.
All right, let's do that. We're about 30 minutes in. Which means that we are actually going.
We're making good time.
Very good time, which we harvested from our garden. I will never stop making that Ren Fair joke. All right, good time to solve. We are now switching from Elven. For those who are just dropping in, we are taking recipes from this Heroes Feast, the official D&D cookbook for all of you nerddoms out there.
So we just made the dragon salmon. You can bring the video back if you want to see how we made it.
So now we're going to move on to the Hoyerwood salad, which I think is how you... Well, here's the thing. In Welsh, there's a thing. The word starts with 2 L's. And in Welsh, when the word starts with 2 L's, it's a kind of a h, but it's not like a German h or a Scottish h. It's although that does exist in Welsh, but the double L is not a h. It's more of a h. It's one of those very unique, weird sounds that I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing right.
Learwood salad.
Oh, fine.
You can
if you want to call the king of all Wales Llewellyn
maybe
instead of
I
Llewellyn.
Maybe I will.
Very well.
What goes into this salad?
There. All right. So first, we're going to actually start by working on the dressing.
No,
That's
but
all
I
right.
have the greens.
I know you have the
I
greens.
brought the greens.
It's all right. Just put the greens back,
Fine.
and we'll do stuff.
Pretend you never saw anything.
I promise we'll get back to the greens.
All right, what do I get first?
There you do.
What do I get?
All right. So first, so I got a bowl.
You got a bowl?
And we're gonna put some stuff in the bowl. So I'm gonna wipe the bowl with. There we go. That look clean to you?
That's fine.
All right, fantastic. So we're gonna put in the bowl some. First, start with the vinegar. Yes, that is our vinegar. This is sherry vinegar, and it is what? 2.5 tablespoons, 2.5 teaspoons.
So not very much.
Yes, of sherry vinegar.
Not very much.
So let's put in the sherry vinegar.
It's
There
very
you go.
smelly.
It is. It has a lovely aroma.
Ow,
A lovely
I
aroma.
rammed my shoulder into your elbow. It actually hurts really
I'm
bad.
sorry.
Yeah,
I
but it
didn't
wasn't
mean
your
to.
fault. I was the one that rammed into your elbow. But
That's
still,
all right.
you've got some very strong elbows.
I do have
Whatever
strong
told that.
elbows. So now we are going to need some lemon juice. We're going to need a teaspoon of lemon juice. Go ahead and grab the spoons from over there. And I'm going to grab the juicer. Now I know from the various alcoholic beverages I have been making lately that
so many potions of restoration.
that one
So
lemon
many.
is more or less 1.5 ounces of lemon juice. I don't know how many teaspoons that is. One of these days I'll figure out it. Good gentles all, I have a confession to make.
Confess that, sinner.
Thank you very much. And that confession is that here, in the unenlightened world of the United States of America, we go by an outdated and very confusing system of measurement known as the imperial system, where instead of having logical base 10 meters and liters and grams and stuff. No. We got tablespoons and teaspoons and cups and ounces and feet and yards and all sorts of things that made perfect sense when you were living in a medieval world where tailors needed to just measure cloth like that and yard. But before measurements were standard and carpenters just walked on boards and it was normal. But nowadays.
It's not very standardized.
It's not standardized.
That's okay.
I mean, it is standardized.
It's standardized now, but still.
It's
Also,
done
Scooter,
standardized.
You made it.
What?
Scooter made it.
Scooter is here. Hello, Scooter.
We have your booze.
2 tablespoons is 1 ounce. That's good to know in my head, if I can remember it. I did remember the 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon, which makes no sense. It makes no sense. Why should 3 teaspoons be 1 tablespoon?
How much lemon juice do we need?
Why not 4?
How
4,
much
2,
lemon
or
juice?
10?
How
Why
many
3?
lemon
What?
juice? 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of lemon juice.
You're so extra sometimes.
I'm fine being extra. Okay, here's our teaspoon of lemon juice.
No, put a little more in there.
You want a little more?
A little bit more.
My flow overflow.
That's fine.
There we go. All right. There's our teaspoon of lemon juice. Dunk. Yay. We're going to do something with the rest of this lemon juice. I don't know what. Maybe we'll make a potion of restoration. Because we bought a whole nother bottle of gin.
And so many blackberries.
Why did we buy a whole nother bottle of gin?
Because we wanted to make more.
Because we wanted to make more potion of restoration.
We have never bought so much gin in our entire lives.
I know. I've bought more gin in the last 2 months than I have ever.
Yep.
Ever. Vanilla poached pears with Riesling. Oh, that sounds interesting.
That sounds really good.
That does sound good.
Really good.
I feel like I want to experiment with that. All right, so we got our lemon, and now we're going to add to this mustard.
Mustard.
Specifically, Dijon mustard.
Dijon.
And because we're weirdos in a way, we decided to go with Grey Poupon. Here's
we
a
saw
spoon
it in the store, and we were like,
why not?
Let's live our best lives and get the Grey Poupon.
Let's get the grape. Why do I encourage myself and you, and by extension myself?
What?
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 Exactly. All right, you got the mustard in there?
I'm trying to get all the goods in there.
Trying to get all the goods in there.
This is Grey Poupon. This is high class stuff.
Very, very well.
You should use every dollop.
Very well. All right, so we're going to add to this a half a teaspoon of salt. We got our half teaspoon of salt.
Right, so.
And put in some pepper, however much you feel like. It just says pepper to taste. So I'm going to leave it to you.
Alright, I will get to it in just a second after I have washed some things.
Very well.
I just don't want to do them after the show, so I'm doing them now!
That's all right, except I'd like you to whisk right now.
Alright, fine. That's fine, except that it's not.
I don't know. All right, well, first put some pepper in there. However much pepper you feel goes in there. Whatever amount of pepper makes you feel good
Am
about the
I spice
pepperiness.
master? Is this why you're always asking me to allocate the spices?
Well, I don't know. I just think you know what you're doing.
Oh.
I assume you know. Just sometimes I don't know. Take a shallot. We got another shallot. This is a full-size shallot instead of using the tiny shallot as I did before. We're going to dice this shallot up whilst you whisk that. Are you enjoying your whiskiness?
I could use more whiskey.
You could use more. We will get more whiskey next time. But this time, what did we get this time?
Birdcur.
Birdcur?
We got birdcur.
Is that all we got? I feel like we got something else.
Oh, for the mystery?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is tomorrow's? What is Saturday's whiskey? It is?
Whiskey.
We got whiskey?
It's a bourbon.
It's a bourbon.
It's a bourbon.
That counts as whiskey. It's a type of bourbon. Is a type of whiskey.
Yes, indeed.
It is. It is indeed.
All right, I think this is actually really.
Keep whisking.
Fine.
Keep
if it makes you happy.
whisk
Also,
it.
let's answer your question soon.
What was the question?
She wants to know when we're visiting.
Soon.
Soon. We don't know because everything's happening at once.
Everything's happening at
But we
once.
shall let you know. Probably in June.
Probably in June. Maybe before that.
Maybe before that, but
I
probably.
don't know. What is today? The 20th? The 21st?
20. I think it's the 20th.
I'm going to chop these just a little bit more finely.
It's the 20th.
It is the 20th. So maybe before the month is out.
Maybe, possibly.
That is possible. That is entirely possible.
I
Is
have
it
finished my
probable?
thesis, and Bardic War is done.
Bardic War is almost done. So yeah, actually next week is actually, we might actually be able to go places.
Yeah.
That would be
But
nice.
we do have to go upstate. That
Yes.
is for certain.
We do have to go upstate. And we have to, and eventually we're going out to Connecticut.
Yep.
Eventually.
Yep.
At least further out to Connecticut than Stamford. All right, let's put these.
Wait,
Put
why are
those
we
in
going
there.
that far over to Connecticut again?
I mean, that's usually as far as we go when it comes to like hiking.
Oh, yeah.
Like not actually Stamford, but like that radius.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and continue whisking that.
Just put it in the sink.
You
What
just-
if I do this?
I mean, that does work, but I want you to whisk it.
What if I just
The
do
whisking
this?
is what does it for me.
Why?
Because I need
What
the
is your
whisking.
addiction to whisking?
I have a whisking addiction.
Whisk.
I'm a whiskaholic.
A whiskaholic.
That's a new word. I made it up. It's perfectly
It's
legitimate.
not whiskey. It's the act of whisking.
That's all right.
He loves it.
That's all right.
All right. What are we doing now?
All right. Are we nice and mix it up?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. The recipe says that once you're done whisking it up, that you should take about 2 tablespoons of it and set that aside to dribble on it later as a garnish.
Okay.
I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think that's necessary either.
I don't think that's necessary.
Not if you
Let's-
toast enough.
So let's get our some of our spinach and put it in there.
The spinach.
The spinach.
Get
We
the
got some spinach.
Spinach.
Let's put the spinach in there. Get some spinach in here.
All of it or just
Well, as much as will fit in there.
no? Well, I don't know how much that's gonna be.
Well, just move it around. Move it around, get it nice and coated. Use that. Use the whisk. No, don't use the whisk. Here's a fork. Here's a couple of forks. Use the forks. That'll make more sense. I'm pretty sure, anyway.
Yes, I guess that kind of works. I thought we had like little salad things, or did we just think about getting the salad things and then didn't actually get the salad?
We thought about getting the salad things.
And then didn't do it.
No, I think we got the salad things. They're in here. Here are the salad things.
The salad things.
Why is- oh, this is these are the connect.
they're
This is
the
the salad
connect-
serving
The
things.
salad serving things.
Oh, well.
Oh my.
That's all right. Okay, so just kind of mix that up a bit, and then you know what? Let's put the whole thing into the bigger bowl. The bigger bowl will make things easier.
Wait, I haven't tossed it. I haven't.
But you got to toss it with the rest of this. So
Alright,
toss
fine,
it in there.
fine.
Wait. Here. Just pour. Toss it that way. Yes, that's how we
Toss it
toss.
into the fire.
Toss it into the fire. No.
Let me get all those shaloots in there.
I know. I want you to get the shaloots in there as well, which is why let's take some more of the leaves that haven't gotten any of the stuff on it and put them in there and see if we can soak it up with that.
I guess maybe that'll work.
Yes, it will work. I promise you.
That's not how that works.
Is it?
I
Maybe.
feel like that's not how that works.
That can be how it works. That can be very how it works. Why not? All right. And I agree, Mark. No risk, no reward.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
All right, now I'm going to pull out...
Alright, here, let's put this in there. I think it's,
Put that in there.
It's absorbed the juice.
It has, I think. Although, here, use this spoon. The spoon might help to...
Get out the loops.
I'm going to mix this around. Oh, this sauce is just about done.
Ooh, that is fantastic.
It is thickening up nicely. It is thickening up very nicely. It needs a little bit more time. I think, to thicken up. Thicken that.
All right. Well,
that's how I like my
waiting for
sauce.
that to be thick,
I like my sauce
with
nice
two
and thick.
C's. What are we going to else to be
Very, very, very round, juicy C's.
All right. What else goes in here?
All right. Well, that's nice. Go ahead and pass me the walnuts and the cashews. We're going to put in some nuts.
Nuts.
The cookbook, by the way, is very vague as to what sort of nuts you should use, but I'm going to go cashews and walnuts
This
because
is a lot of nuts.
that is a lot of nuts. But
Nuts.
I'm fine with this number of nuts. Put
You're
those
a nut.
nuts into your
You're a nut. You're
into
a nut.
your
You're a nut.
into your mortar and pestle and grind them up a bit. So you got some nice crushed nuts. Don't grind them into a powder. You just want to have some nice little
Nuts.
crushed
Nice
nut
crushed
pieces.
nuts.
Just crush those nuts real good and hope you don't get demonetized. There you are. Yeah. Cafeteria freeze. La 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 la. All right. I think that look about done to you
Yeah.
already? Yeah.
I don't know if we want to put all of that in there though.
I want to put all of it in there.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's so much nuts.
That's all. It's less than it seems.
It's
Go ahead
so
and mix it
much
up.
nuts.
Go ahead and mix it up.
Oh.
You put the frigs and you put the forks in the
It's,
in the sink, didn't you?
it's like,
That's all right. There's more tossing to do here. Here you go. Let's just rinse this off.
Rinse, like your life depends on it.
Rinsing. All right, go ahead and toss those. Very good. All right. So now that we've gotten that in there,
So much nuts.
now I
So
believe
much
we have more things to add.
We have more things to add.
So the recipe calls for cranberries, but I felt like going a little bit more dried cranberries, specifically dried cranberries. But I felt like going just a little bit more periodish. So I'm going with currants
Ooh, Corantes.
because I had some and I haven't used them. You're gonna need about a quarter of a cup.
They're like more period accurate.
They are more period accurate.
A little bit anyway. Well, I guess cranberries.
Sorry, half a cup. Half a cup of, we're using dried currants, but you can use dried cranberries or dried raisins or whatever you have. Whatever you want that feels right. Go ahead and toss it up. See, I told you that was a proper amount of nuts.
That's because most of them are just like sitting at the bottom.
That's why you gotta toss them more.
I am tossing.
All right. We got one more thing to add.
Arg.
Got one more thing to add.
We'll toss your salad.
We are going to now add some goat cheese.
Ooh. Ooh. Do you
Now,
want
I just
to, like,
gotta-
chop it up or something?
I want to do something with it. I definitely want
Can
to.
you crumble it?
It's not really. It's kind of soft.
It's
Too
a
soft to
size-
crumble.
Well.
So yeah, I'm gonna try using this knife.
Wah.
It's all right. I'm right here. That's quite the problem, isn't it?
Yep.
We live in a tiny kitchen.
Yep.
That's all right. It could be smaller.
It's okay. It's alright.
All right. Let's just chop this up and see what happens. We are using two different kinds of goat cheese, by the
One
way,
of them is a honey goat cheese.
and the other is just a plain goat
And one of
cheese.
them is just a plain raw goat cheese.
Plain mild goat cheese. All right. So I've got them chopped into slivers, so we're partway there. Now I'm gonna chop it this way, maybe. Maybe.
We've used the honey goat cheese in another salad. It was just forever ago.
Yeah, and it took us forever to get it to incorporate it because it was
It was, yeah. I guess
same problem. We still
Oh
haven't.
no! It's
haven't
smooshing
found-
together.
It is kind of mooshing.
No,
All right.
you just made it a blob.
All right. So I'm gonna take the whole thing.
Wow.
In the
I
hand.
think that you somehow made it worse.
Here, it's all right. Here,
Just
it's all right.
crumble it.
All right, just start.
crumble it with your fingers.
Just do it with fingers.
Yep.
Just finger it.
That was it.
Finger the cheese.
Yeah.
Just my love is like a cheese. When I finger it, it gets all creamy and gets all over the place, and I've got to use a fork.
It's soft and creamy, and it gets everywhere.
I was far too
Amused by that.
amused by that.
Get the cheese. Throw the cheese. That was an obscure reference.
Yes,
for my
indeed.
subconscious.
Magic, to answer your question, what you have missed is
Us being idiots, I guess.
us being idiots because I can't figure out a more efficient way
to incorporate goat cheese.
to incorporate goat cheese into a salad, other than just kind of mushing it through my fingers.
Free cafeteria free.
Oh yeah, it's so creamy.
Free.
Yeah. Cafeteria
Free.
cream free.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I can hit the high notes if I don't care if they sound good or not.
Wow.
All right. I'm gonna put the knife in here,
He's the ever talented, the Foxy.
and I'm gonna get the rest of this cheese and just kind of.
Retiring now for the 5th time. For the 5th and final time.
No, I'll never
He's not
retire.
retiring, I'm kidding.
I'm
I just
never
wanted to
gonna.
make a dumb Simpsons quote.
That's all right. Dumb Simpson quotes are fun, especially when I'm crusty. That's what I should be, the crusty bard, spelled with a K.
Somebody,
I'm gonna.
misspelled it that, I think, as one time, and they were like, aren't you that guy, the crusty bard? And I was like, no, but he should be.
I like it when you have my back.
You're welcome. What would you do without me? Is that all the cheese?
No, the rest of it's on my fingers,
Ah.
but I've been licking them off.
Is it
Have you not noticed
all the
sucky sounds?
Sucky sounds? Here, what about this cheese? It's still on the plate.
No, they're really scraped off the thing then.
That's it. No thanks to you.
Well, very well, if that's how you feel. I don't need
It's fun to
to.
be aggressive to a cheese sometimes.
Very well. All right, so let's go ahead and mix that sauce up a bit more. Pull the cheese out of my mustache. This sauce is just about done. In a moment, I'm going to turn off the heat. Set that to the side. And while we're giving that sauce just a little bit more time, I think that we have time to do the last thing.
The last thing, which is an elixir of life. What are these?
No.
Oh, that's French. Okay.
Those are for that's garnish. That's garnish. All right, we're going to do one more thing out of this book. We got 10 minutes. And this thing needs time. Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer. It's a drink. We're going to make a drink. Before I make that drink, I'm going to get another thing of beer. Because why not? It's here. And if I don't drink it, who will? I'm doing a service to mankind.
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery as to who might drink the beer, aside from me.
It
Maybe
was. That's what I was referencing.
What?
It's from the ASDF movies from like 2007 or something.
ASDF?
Yeah, it's like this weird. It was like a short-lived web
A
series.
silly dude.
I don't know. It was like an animated thing.
Flying. There we
Oh,
go.
no, I
A
see.
silly dude flying?
No,
Yeah.
it's like a key smash because
Oh, okay.
usually ASDF they're all next to each other.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
When you're gaming. Here, I'm going to turn the heat off on this and let that cool for a bit. Just a little bit. Oh, that is a nice looking sauce. That is a lovely looking
Yeah,
sauce.
they made a bunch of animated skits back in like 2010 or something. Like
All right,
that.
let me go ahead and get the knife. Where's the knife? There's the knife. So we're going to make ourselves a mind flare. Now, what I want you to do, Twig,
Yep.
is reach back there and get the immersion blender.
The immersion blender.
Yes, because this thing calls for a blender, but we don't have a
The one
blender.
that was paid for by the patrons who so generously supported the show.
Yes, indeed. If you would like to generally support the show on Patreon, then... Oh, dang it, I dropped a thing that I kind of want. Here,
Oh
let me
yeah,
put it in a
don't lose
pocket.
that. Don't lose that.
I'm not losing that.
He dropped his Lord token.
Not just one of them.
The token proves he's a Lord.
Actually, it's a token from Tyndall. But either way, all right. Here, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Everything I own falls apart, which is why I must continuously repair things. It's all right. All right. Take some ginger. You got ginger, about 3 tablespoons worth of ginger. I'm just gonna trim off the
icky bits.
The icky bits. There we go. I don't think there's icky bits.
On the floor.
That's all right. Okay, I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna chop them up a bit. I'm not going to dice them very thoroughly because I'm going to let the immersion blender do that for me. Right? Right. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, pardon me.
Oh, it's going to go in there.
I'm putting it in here for now because I don't have anywhere else to put it.
All right.
Let's chop up this ginger. About 3 tablespoons worth. I hope.
I mean, the thing is, ginger is super strong, so I think that even if we underestimated it, it'll still, like, the taste will be there.
Fair enough, and I'm pretty sure we didn't overestimate.
I don't think we underestimated by much, we did it all.
All right, very well, very well. So let's just chop this up enough so that we can put it into here. Very good. Actually, you know what? Get the food processor daily thing part section of it thing that we do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it this way. We're going to use the food processor attachment. Well, we're going to use the blender part as well.
All right, but
first the food processor part, in order to break this down a bit, break our ginger down, because I don't feel like trying to dice it up manually with a knife. There we go. That is how you do. Get good and chop it up. There we go. That's about enough for right now. Hold that. So I undo this, take this out of there, put it over here so I don't stick my finger into the part with the knifey bit and slice my finger off, and then you have to take me to the hospital, and then we get interrupted by Police Chief Wiggum, and I've been watching too much.
Yeah.
I've been watching too much of that lately.
We said that we were going to watch 1 episode, and then we watched like 4.
It was more than that.
I think it was more.
It was like 8.
Well,
it was at least 8.
Well,
because that's what happens when you watch an episode of The Simpsons. It never ends up being just an episode. It always ends up being more because
they're just so darn bingeable.
They're darn addictive and bingeable and other stuff. All right, next thing I need to put in here is sugar, which thankfully is pre-measured. There it is.
That's the amount of sugar.
That is the amount of sugar.
Whoa!
That is 1/4 cup of sugar.
That's a ton.
That is a lot of sugar.
That's a ton of sugar.
I'm gonna put in the suger. Put the sugar in there, along with the ginger, and now comes the lime juice. 1/3 cup of lime juice. Pull out this cup. What?
You need to juice it first?
Yes. Oh, goodness. All right, so I still got the lemon juice here from earlier. All right, I've got a cup, random cup,
just put it in a cup.
because I don't want to waste an ounce and a half of good lemon juice. I'll come up with a use for it.
I mean, you could just drink it. But not now.
You say things like that, and then you expect that I can't? That I just not going to just... yes, and... Yes, and...
No.
Yes, and...
No.
I was part of a cult. I'm still part of that cult. It's the cult of yes, and... That's what happens when you become an improv actor.
Can you pass me my beer?
Here's your beer. Now, we need, what was it, 1/3 cup? 1/3 cup of lime juice. So let's take lime number 1. Slicey. This is not going to be 1/3 cup, I guarantee it. Oh my goodness, this is hard. The lime, I mean. It's also a little bit difficult.
Oh, is it a little bit ripe? Is it a little bit, or like pre-ripe?
It is a little bit underripe, just a little bit. That's all right. I've got...
Well, you're juicing it. Though.
Yeah. I've got those strong barred hands.
Yeah.
Mixed with it's the strong barred fingers along with the strong carpenter hands. Oh my God! Goodness!
I guess you got ones that were pretty stiff, huh?
I got a stiff one right there. Yeah, that's all right. I got more. I've got more. There's always more. Oh yeah, there we are. Who knew that watching the Foxy Bard squeeze limes would be so darned intense. All right, let's see how much that got us. 1 lime is equal to
Almost a third of a cup.
less than a quarter of a cup.
All right, so that's about half of a third of a cup. That's why we got more limes.
That's why we got more than 1 lime. All right, and we need, all in all, what was it again?
We need
a third of a cup.
A third of a cup.
So let's try 2 limes. So 1 lime gets us just a little bit less than a quarter of a cup. So if my math is correct, then the second lime should get us to our third of a cup of lime juice. I hope this is gonna be worth it.
I hope so too.
I really do.
Do you have doubts?
Huh?
Do you have doubts?
Doubts about what? You or the limes?
I'd be like, I suppose, now that you bring it up.
I would never have doubts about you.
Really?
Really? I mean it.
What about the drink?
What?
What about the drink? That's what I was asking about.
All right, first of all, Matt thinks we should do a puppet show.
Don't encourage him.
And I agree.
He's got the puppets.
I've got the puppets.
He likes his puppet a bit too much.
I like my puppet. She's my little girl.
That's very creepy, David.
Look. She's a strong, independent woman, but you know, but I did create her, so she's always on some level in my mind. She's always going to be my little girl.
Ew.
I don't control her or anything.
Ew.
She is free, and
Stop
she can go and.
your puppet.
I am not sexualizing her. I am dadifying her.
Stop.
I'm just being a dad.
No.
What?
I just feel like it's dubious. This is dubious.
Is it now? Well, I do not feel that way about my little girl, you disgusting person.
What? Can you stop calling her a little girl? Maybe.
All right, my strong, independent daughter, woman.
My feminist daughter.
My feminist daughter. She's fantastic.
All right, put that in the sink.
All right, I'm gonna put this in the sink. All
All
right.
right, you got a third of a cup.
So a third of a cup,
Yay!
which, for future reference, is
About
approximately 2 limes. All right, so let's put that in here. And pass me the immersion blender.
The immersion blender that I've been holding for like
Very
20
good.
minutes now.
And let's put it in here. And blend that up good. Get that good and blended. Let's turn it to a higher setting. There we go. Oh yeah, there we are. You could, of course, use a countertop blender, but yes, this is boozy ginger ale. That is basically what we're making.
Yay!
We are basically making boozy ginger ale. Let me get that. So there's still a few little bits. Mix that up a bit. Once more. Very good. Very good indeed. Let's get it nice and uniform. Oh, this thing says do it for like a whole minute. So yeah, why not? I can stand here for a minute and just mix up my booze. So there's no booze in it yet, but there will be. Very good. Very nice. All right. That's about a minute. Very good. Now, hold that. Set that over here. But you don't need to hold it. Set it on the counter. Actually, I'm going to set this up here because I'm going to need it again in a moment. So,
You want to stay here?
Stay there. You're good.
Okay,
What do I need? What do I need? I need you. That's what I need. All right. Got my measuring cup.
You.
Now we're going to strain this out. Very good. Very good. We should end up with how much? About a half a cup of liquid.
Toss it into the fire.
Not yet, because I might want to squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
Well, if I get less than half a cup of liquid by the time I'm done, then I'm going to want to squish my goop in order to get as much of the liquid out of my goop as I can. You know what I mean, right?
Squish the goop.
And it's important to squish the goop. Very good. Very good.
You're almost at half a cup.
Almost a half a cup. Fantastic. There we are. I'm going to rinse this out. Actually, there's a little bit more in there. Very good. Rinse that out a bit. I'm going to need it again in just a moment.
Yeah, you've got exactly half a cup.
Exactly half a cup?
Yep.
Fantastic. I'm still going to shake this out just to get as much of that liquid as
Might
possible.
as well.
Might as well. You need at least half a cup, but if I have a little bit more than half a cup, then why not? And now I've got a gingery goop here, which I could try eating.
Did
Just
you really want to, though?
Huh?
It's like straight up just ginger and lime.
Fine. All right, open the garbage. Very good. There.
I'm
There.
not
There
gonna
goes the goop.
There.
Now we're going to put it back into the cup. I'm going to strain it one more time, just in case I missed any bits, which I did apparently. There we go. There's a few more bits. All right. Now that's a half cup of gingery, limey, sugary goodness. And we're going to add some stuff to that cup. First of all, open the garbage again.
Alright.
Just a second. Here. There we go. Toss that in there. Now, we're going to add to this vodka.
It wanted it to be chilled.
Chilled vodka is best kind of vodka. Pull out. Chilled vodka is best kind of vodka. Pull out the vodka, and I'm going to start measuring out the vodka. All right. Yeah. It asks for how much? 5 ounces. Fantastic. 5 ounces of vodka. So there's 1.5, 3, because 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3, 4.5, and there we go, 5 ounces.
Wow, that is a lot of vodka.
That is a lot of
That
vodka.
is basically like 5 shots of vodka.
That's all right. That is all right. Here, put that back in the freezer. Why not? It's a good place to put it. Cold vodka is always is better than warm vodka.
I mean,
I always
it's
say.
vodka, and with its alcohol content, it won't freeze. So,
All right.
who's that?
So where are you? There's another thing. There you are. You're into here. We got some frozen grape juice concentrate.
Hooray! So period.
Very period. This is the most period thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
All right. Let's open this up. Do I have to twist it? No. I shouldn't. Oh, there's the thingy. There we are. Okay.
Yep,
All right.
She's got, oops,
So you got a
leaking.
What?
No, it's fine. It's on your finger. It's on your finger.
Oh.
Your
wait.
other finger.
Very good.
That,
All right.
That was more of an endeavor than I wanted it to be.
That's all right. All right. We need a quarter cup, I believe.
Let me see.
Half a cup.
We need half a cup.
Half a cup of grape juice concentrate.
Okay.
There we go. Now, grape juice concentrate,
And not just regular grape
not
juice.
just grape juice.
All right, so
This is
in
the
here?
sort of stuff where, yes, put that in there. This is the sort of stuff where you take this and you mix it up with a gallon of water and you get a gallon of grape juice. So don't use a half a cup of grape juice, it won't be strong enough. You're going to want a half a cup of concentrate, which is basically syrup. I'm trying to close this.
Did
There
we
we go.
say the name of this, by the way?
The Mind Flare.
It's called the Mind Flare. I think
Called
we
the
might have
Mind
mentioned
Flare.
that. We might not have, but it's called the Mind
We
Flare.
might have.
So it's very classic.
All right, so pull out a thing of ice tray. And we're going to put some ice in here.
Our
Very
ice
good.
trays have lids.
Our ice trays do have lids because I am that sort of classy. All right, let's get the ice in there. You think that's enough ice? A little more. Yeah, that's enough ice. All
That's
right,
enough ice.
put the lid back on there. Put that over there. Let me rinse this off. And I want you to pass me the immersion blender once more. And here's hoping that this works. Which it
Oh
should.
gosh, I'm a little worried about that ice, but lower the.
Let's lower
Yeah.
that bit, yeah. It's alright, I've done this before.
Is it working?
It's working.
Yay!
It's alright. It's going good. I just want to crush the ice up a bit. Give it a bit of a smoothie texture. I kind of want some more ice. Go ahead and reach behind me, get some more ice. Yeah, we could use some more ice in here. Put the rest of it in there. Very good.
All right.
Put the rest of that ice in there.
Put that there.
Put that over there. Get the rest of that ice in there. It's unplugged. Or it's unplugging. Every time I pull, it kind of comes out of the...
I went back to the socket.
Alright, it's back in the socket. Alright, just leave that to the side. I need to refill it at some point. Alright, now I want you to kind of crawl behind me if you can. Do you want to do this?
I can if you want.
Alright.
No, you should keep doing it.
Alright, I'll keep doing this. Go behind me and grab the platter for the fish. We're getting ready to finish up here. We've got our drink just about done. We've got our salads done. The salad's been done. And the fish and the sauce are both done, and they just need to be properly...
Alright.
It fell out of there again.
Oh no, I thought you were done.
No, not quite. It's not the machine's fault. It's the outlet's fault.
Yeah, we need to replace those.
We need to replace that outlet. If you'd like to help us replace an outlet,
You can become a patron on Patreon.
or you can buy our album on Bandcamp,
Buy our album on Bandcamp.
or just give us a one-time donation
on
Bandcamp, because they do that.
That sounds like it might be just about done. Or maybe it's not just about done.
There we go.
Is good? Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh, I think that's good.
I think that is good. I think that is well done. All right, let's get this stuff all set out.
Rinse that off.
And you could grab my phone just so that we have the camera on hand.
Where's your phone?
It should be in the other room on my desk. Very good. Good, Gentazal. I would like to say that I enjoy having each and every one of you here. I really do. It is nice that there are people who come in every week just to watch me cook. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Feel free to like and subscribe for more content. The more likes that you give, the more the YouTube algorithm will think I'm popular. The more I will think I am popular. Yay. All right, just put that off to the side for a moment whilst we get this thing set up. Bring that here, and very good. That's nice and hot. Bring this over here. And I'm actually going to turn the heat on this on once more, just to heat that up a bit, just to warm up that a little bit, and one step at a time. Here, I will put over here for the moment.
Yeah.
That's our mind flare.
We don't need this right now.
We do not need that. That's hot, you stupid man. It came right out of the oven.
Touch it. Why would you do this?
Because I am a stupid person. Did you not know that I am a stupid person? Hello, Twig. I am the Foxy Bard, a stupid person.
Hello, Foxy Bard, a stupid person. I am Twig,
Yay.
a person of average intelligence.
Well, at least we got that much going. I thought you were a smart person. You managed to have me fooled.
I don't know if I would go that.
Well, you got a degree, didn't you?
I mean, I don't even know what 8 times 3 is.
83?
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
I
scoot.
didn't know that.
That's all right. All right, so we got that. We got our fish over here. In our pan, by the way, where our fish was in, we have some fish juices. And there's no reason to waste those.
Oh, really?
Really?
Okay.
We're going to take those fish juices and I'm going to put them into the right there. Into the sauce. No point in wasting fish juices.
Fish juice.
Let's put that over here. Very good. And we're going to mix that up a bit. Incorporate the fish juice that we just harvested into the rest of our sauce.
Do you want me to chop these up a bit?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so go to one
here
end.
We've got some chives.
We got some chives.
We've got just a bunch of chives.
A
bunch of chives.
And tell you what, go ahead and here, let me grab that. Just sort of, that's got stuff on it. That's all right. Here we go.
Yeah,
there we are.
definitely
Actually, get some water on there. That'll help. There we are. And chop that up.
Does that bunch?
Yep. The rest we'll save for later.
Okay.
Because I think that'll be enough chives for the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I think that might even be more than enough. So.
Very well. All right, so let's put that over there for now, just so that it's out of the way. Let's mix up the sauce a bit more. Go ahead and chop up those chives. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Fantastic.
Chives.
Chives. It's good to put some chives on it.
Put some chives on it.
All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. I think that last bit of fish sauce is nicely incorporated. So
let's put it on top of the thingies.
Let's put it on top of the thingy.
Here, do you
I'm
want
gonna turn that off.
Yeah.
Bring that. Actually, set it on the table. I'd rather spill this on the table than you.
Okay.
Which I hope you agree
it's got
with.
a little lip, so yeah.
There we go. Put that on there.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Presentation is key.
Okay, presentation is important. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, very good. Get all that on there. Get some of the shallots there. Very good.
The shallots.
Get the shallots in there.
Get
all the shallots down in there.
Left. Should we just dump it or?
Yeah, just put it in there.
It might overflow.
Well, it's all right. It's all right.
It overflowed just a bit.
Just a bit where?
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Nope. We're good.
It's kind of sitting in the sauce.
It's all right. It's all right. It's soaking in the sauce. That's nice. That's nice. Let's put it right there. And let me spice these up just a little bit more. Dicing up the chives to put on the fish.
I think they were nice and chopping.
And you know what I'm thinking? I actually think I put just a little bit too much sauce on there. It's all right.
I think you did.
It's all right.
It's not too late. You can just
I
take
can.
some of the
I
sauce
can.
and put it back in the
I
pan.
can. I'm going to do that.
In fact, I believe last time we had extra sauce as well. So, yeah, just take that and just dump the excess back into the pan. There you go. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good.
A little bit more.
More than that.
Very good.
Like, I would say just have like a thin layer on the bottom.
And we can save that sauce.
We can use that sauce later.
For another time.
Yeah, it's good
sauce.
sauce.
Through a paper towel behind you. Grab the paper towel and just wipe off the lip of that where I just dripped off, so that way there's no drippage. Yes, very good.
Whoop.
Very good. Let me just use rearrange those on the platter just a bit.
The plitter platter?
The plitter platter. Let's get at her.
Let's get those onions on top of the.
Yes. Try to get
like on top of this one.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Put some more. There we are. I think that's better.
Presentation. Yes, that's much better
nice.
presentation.
Yes, indeed. Very good. And where are chives? Put some chives on it. Some chives on it. Yes, very good. A little bit of green on top. A little bit of green. Very good. And you're right, that was more than enough chives.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, we've got the extra chives.
Yeah.
And now we have a dragon salmon. Very pretty, with chives on it. Fantastic. Good, gentles. We're going to give this a try. First, I'd like you to grab the camera /
I just want to point it out that I do know what 8 times 3 is. It was just a callback to the last episode, in which both David and I got the answer to that question wrong, like a bunch of idiots. Oh, that's Reddit. That's not a camera. That's
Reddit. Not a camera. That's how I destroy my soul.
Ooh, you got a message. Probably from Reddit. Okay.
Very good. Now that we have taken a couple...
Like the way that turned out?
I think so. That's lovely. We can see the neighbor's window. It's magnificent. It'll help us, solve a murder later on.
Yeah.
Let's first of all, let us give this fish a try. Are you ready to give this fish a try?
Oh, I'm ready.
Very well. Take a fork.
A fork.
We're going to start with the fish.
Are we taking out the same fish?
Yes, indeed. Here, go ahead and take a slice of that. Very good.
I'll cut this one.
No, I first of all, I would say that I think I did a very good job of the cooking of it because it is nice and tender.
It is nice and tender.
As a fish
It
should
didn't come
be.
out raw in the middle, but that's okay.
That's all right. Let's give this a try. Oh, that came out very nice. That is a nice sauce. It's not overpowering, but it's just delightful. It's nice, and the thyme really comes through. The wine comes through very well.
The wine comes through, and it's very moist on the inside still.
Very moist on the inside.
It's just a really nice compliment to the fishy taste.
I think we did a very good job with that fish, and yes, it is a good compliment. The wine sauce is an incredibly good compliment, and the shallots are just give it just a tiny little bit of spice without being too over the top.
It gives it that extra flavor kick too.
Indeed, it does. Let's get a little bit more of the sauce on there.
And like it's kind of one of those things where you have like a bite and then you just want to eat more of it.
It is.
It's so damn good.
It is damn good. Now, what I would like to, would you like to go ahead and get a couple of wooden bowls, square wooden bowls for the salad? And I'm going to go ahead and get these things, the servy dealies, the salad spoons for the thing that you do. We've been making fools of ourselves for this whole show. That was never a question. We're going to get some glasses for our mind flare. Have those just right over here and ready to be used. Let's have ourselves
some salad.
Some salad. And the only vegetable aspect to this salad, of course, is the spinach.
Well, I guess it depends on what you consider a vegetable, because this is all plant-based.
Mm. Well,
except for the
shallots are
obviously the cheese.
Obviously the cheese. So we got some nuts, spinach, cheese.
Oh, I got a wad of cheese on mine. Now that I'm complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm going to complain about a wad of cheese.
I'm not going to complain about the wad of cheese myself.
That was good. And that's a little bit of crunchiness. I like the crunchiness.
I actually like the mustard in this.
You like the what?
The mustard.
Yeah, I can taste the mustard comes out really nicely.
It comes out really well.
It complements the cheese very nicely.
It complements the cheese.
And just the little bit of fruits every now and then when you get the courage.
You get that sweetness.
Yeah. That little bit. It is such a nice little mixture of
very delightful salad. I would recommend this
creaminess,
to people.
crunchiness, sweetness. If you don't like salad, eat this. You'll change your mind.
I was about to say, if you don't like salads, I would highly recommend this salad. This is good for people who don't like salad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good for people who also like salad. So.
And now, we shall try the mind flare and see how this treats us. Are you ready?
Well, I can't be worse than delayed black fireball.
No, not so. Gingery, limey.
Shall we clink?
Shall we? Oh, that is good. Oh, that is. Oh my. Oh.
Yeah, that's
better. Oh. Ah. Ooh.
Are you okay?
Ah.
What are you tasting? The ginger?
It's yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'll keep drinking it. It's good. This is good.
It does have that kick though. The ginger gives it a very big kick. Apparently, it's a bit much for some people. So
it's hard.
If you're sensitive to ginger, either cut down on the ginger or don't drink this drink.
Oh my! Oh.
The brain
I can taste it in my nose.
Yeah, it does clear your sinuses as is ginger. So
the title of this mind flare was a proper title.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're
it
paying
gives you
attention.
that brain freeze too because of all the ice.
Oh, the ice definitely gives between the brain freeze and the clearing of the sinuses. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer's blood is not a bad way of describing it.
All right, so we've made a pretty well-balanced meal here, and pretty healthy, apart from the vodka, that is.
Vodka's very healthy. It comes from potatoes. Nothing's more healthy than potatoes.
It was all of it was extremely tasty.
Indeed, this is a fantastic meal. I'm very pleased with what we put together.
The salmon was great.
Delightful salmon, delightful salad,
great.
and this is going to destroy me, which is great. Thank you very much for coming to Cooking with Foxy. I'm David Anthony, the Foxy Bard.
And I'm Queen.
And we do hope you've enjoyed your time with us. Feel free to join us this Saturday night at 9 o'clock for Foxy's Drinking Hour.
And join us at our regular scheduled time, which is 8 o'clock for Foxy's History Hour.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Sunday at 8 o'clock for Foxy's History Hour.
Mm-hmm.
And do feel free to check out the Bardic War. That is www.bardicwar.com. Or look up the first Bardic War on Facebook.
If you do, you can see our concert from last night if you missed it.
Yes, you can see that. And you can also see the concerts tonight. I believe tonight they're doing a concert on Love and Memories, I believe, is the theme of said concert.
So yeah, tune into that. Or else just check out our regular shows, and we'll be back next Thursday for another episode of Cooking with Foxy.
Yes, and
also
later tonight, if you're a patron, or if you're not a patron, become a patron. And if you are a patron, go to the Patreon page later tonight. I will be posting a survey on what our next cookbook should be.
We're finally going to move on from the Heroes Feast.
Moving on from Heroes Feast.
There's
still more stuff in here that we could do.
I know, but we've got to vary it up.
Got to vary it up.
So the options will be posted tonight.
Yes, indeed.
So
see ya soon. Let's click the button while I drink more of this.